Okay, so I had a thought. I was thinking about this today. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone or dealing with someone in a situation where they said something or they did something and you're just like, what the heck are you thinking? Why would you do that? Why would you say that? That makes no sense at all. I mean, we've all had that experience, right? They do something that's just so completely unbelievable. You're just like flabbergasted. What? Why would you do that? So, today I'm going to share with you exactly how to find out why they did that crazy thing that they just did. So, here you are. You're dealing with someone, they do something, they say something. It's completely bonkers. Like, why would you do that? That makes no sense at all. So today I'm going to share with you exactly how you get to the source of what they just did or what they just said that seems completely crazy. Hi, I'm Walter Peters. I have been studying and researching human beings and communication and behavior for the better part of 40 years. And I assist my clients to develop power and freedom no matter what their circumstances are. And today, I'm going to share with you how do you get to the source of what seems like completely crazy or irrational behavior or actions or words on the part of somebody that you're dealing with. So, in order to get what I'm about to share with you, there's a couple things you have to start with. And the first thing you got to start with is that the number one motive of every human being on the planet at all times is our safety. That's the top concern we have, is our safety. So everything that we do is in some way connected to being safe, either avoiding a consequence, protecting ourselves from some future event, reinforcing our survival, our current set of circumstances, whatever resources we have access to, whatever it is. But there's some conversation that we're having internally about what is and isn't safe, and we're always going to choose what we think is the safest path. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not, everybody is always doing the absolute best that they can do right now, given who they are, what they know, their training, their background, their education. Right now, in every given moment, they're making the best choice they know how to make. I mean, think about it. You don't ever approach a situation and see, all right, let's see how I can screw this up. You never do that. You're always looking for the best possible outcome, the best possible result. And so is everybody else. So here's how it works. Somebody does something, they say something, it's completely crazy. Like, why would you say that? Why would you do that? Here's what you have to do. Consider for a moment that you just did, or you just said what they just did or said. Like, put it in your brain. Like, now if I had just said that, or if I just did that, and then you ask yourself, now why would I do that? Now here's the funny part. You see, because as human beings, we are more alike than we could ever be different. In other words, our similarities are vastly more than our differences. So you have all the same desires, motives, concerns, fears, hopes, dreams, and wishes that everybody else has. You might have them in a different order, you might have a different variation on it, but it's all the same stuff. We all want safety, we want to be loved, we want to be healthy, we want to have a full tummy, we want to have a dry place to sleep. All these things, we all want these things. So the reason that this works is because if you will actually put yourself in the position of that person, like you just did what they just did, and then you ask yourself, why would I have done that? the reality is that you will immediately have an insight as to what's driving their behavior, and you'll be right. It works fabulously. Now, I'm not saying you're going to agree with them. I'm not going to say that you suddenly realize, oh, yeah, that was brilliant. Of course you did that. That's probably not how it's going to turn out. But at least you'll have a little bit more insight as to what's driving them, what's motivating them to do the things that they're doing. And this is really useful because you at that point can either choose to get more engaged with them because maybe you need their cooperation, and now you have an understanding of their motive and their purpose and their intention, and you can align with them a little better and maybe bring them more in alignment with what you're committed to and what you're wanting. Or maybe you can realize this person's a nutter and I just need to give them space and let them do what they're doing and not get more engaged here because there's no cheese down that tube. You're not going to have the result that you want. I might understand why you did that, but that doesn't make it a good idea. Not every idea you have is necessarily a good idea, just so you know, right? So anyway, this is, it's been said many times that ignorance is innocent. But with just a little information, you can really be dangerous. So what I've given you is just a real quick insight into human nature and a way that we can understand other people's motives and drives and things like that. But this takes a lot of practice. And you might miss a few times and you might not know how to apply it effectively so that it's a benefit to you directly right away. But there's good news here because I'm available. There's a link, a button somewhere below this video, and if you click on it, you'll be able to schedule a 25-minute strategy session with me. And in that strategy session, we will get down to what it is that you're dealing with, what's actually in the way of you having what you want, and what can we do about that. So remember, when someone does something that's completely, absolutely crazy, off the wall, nuts, just ask yourself, well, if I had just done that, why would I have done that? Have a great day.